All right, we're coming to you live right here at Luba's Cafeteria. This is Robert Lee, Jack Yates class of 1967. And also I got my good friend who I've been knowing all my life, Mr. Jerry Shepard, Jack Yates class of 64, Jerry?
64, Lee, that's right. Good morning.
All right, good morning, everybody. Now, Jerry, now when we started this back in the, this is my 5th year of doing this, and I thank you so much for all the support you give me. And when Ronnie started this in 2013, Jerry, we was over to his house 5 years, man. Just imagine. In 5 years, man, the people who have passed away that we knew, Jerry, just that we were brought up with, such as Carlton Land.
Yeah, I really want to mention my brother, Leon Shepard, man.
And don't forget about Leon Shepard, too. Jack Yates class of 1963? 61. There we go. And we did a special on this, Jerry, by the way, of Jack Yates, in front of Jack Yates. And I mentioned Leon's name, too. And I mentioned 61 because Leon was like a big brother to me. I had 2 big brothers that passed in the last 5 years since we started this. Carlton Land and Leon, and it's such a good opportunity to be here with you, Jerry, somebody who have been knowing me all my life, over 60 years, and knowing that they didn't tear down our YMCA, and then now they're tearing down our Jack Yates.
Yeah, that's true, very true.
All of the legacy that we had and history that we had coming up.
The Groovy Grill, the Varsity Drugstore. We were talking about the Varsity Drugstore just this week on Facebook. A bunch of people that grew up in that area, discussing what all, is no longer there, but what we all remember about that area back in the day.
And that's what makes it so good, Jerry, is that we documented this history. Plus, we're still here to document things like you said about the Varsity Drugstore and the Groovy Grill. Now, the people who have passed, Jerry, let's look around here, as we can see. Now, right over here, Jerry, who is that?
We got Brother Coker Coverson,
okay.
He class of 64.
And who that?
Zolly Scales, class of 65.
Mr. Alexander, class of 1961, right there?
Right here. No, that's Andrew Alexander.
Okay.
I don't know how you pronounce that first name. I'm going to say Ja-Ching Andrew Alexander.
And they got here's Leo Taylor, my class, Jack Yates class of 1967. And then here's Wilbert Earl Garrett, Jack Yates class of 1986. And over here we got, who is that, Jerry?
Johnny Lee Bailey Jr.
Johnny Bailey, he was on that Jack Yates football team in 1985, wasn't he?
He finished in 86.
Wow. A tribute to Johnny Bailey and his family. And who is that next, Jerry?
James William Christian II. Bo James.
What year did he finish Jack Yates? Look like
1968, Boo.
1968. Okay, and then we got Clifford Blackburn Jr., Jack Yates class of 1987. Yeah, 1987. And then we also got Jerry Byron Taylor Sr., Jack Yates class of 1973. And then we got right down here, Jerry, we got, oh, okay, all right.
Byron Taylor Sr., class of 1973.
Okay.
And then we have Mr. Michael Dwayne Johnson, class of 1984. Then down on this end, we have class of 1967, Richard Wayne Blair, Jack Yates class of 1967. Then we have one of our recent individuals that left here, got his wings, Benjamin Franklin Stevenson Jr., class of 1961. Then we have Mr. Ollie Baldwin Harris Jr., class of 1963. And here we have Travis Joe Sonny Davis, one of my good buddies, class of 1964. And on the end here we have Iri's son, Webb, class of 1962.
All right.
Oh, my good buddy, Ollie Kelly, Ollie Winslow Kelly, 1960. What year did Ollie finish? 65, I'm going to say. 65 or 67, I'm not sure. Then we have Floyd Square, one of those squares.
My name is Ronnie Branch. I'm here at Luby's, Jack Yates Men's Breakfast, the last one of the year. We're fortunate enough to have as many people as we have, and also it's a special a day because we have some of the widows of some of our lions who have passed, and I will introduce them at this particular time. First, we have Arthur Triplett's wife, Miss Linda Triplett.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me and the other wives. We really appreciate it, and I know my husband really enjoyed coming on Saturdays to interact and have breakfast with his classmates. Thank you so very much. It's an honor to be here.
We have Covert Culberson, class of 64, his wife, Marion Culberson.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here with the other ladies. I really miss Koga, but I talk to him all day long like he's here, and he loved Yates.
We have Leo Taylor, class of 67, his wife, Miss Diane Taylor.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me, and I look forward to it. I'm sorry I didn't call you right back, but I'm here now, and thank you so much.
Next we have Ben Stevenson, class of 61, his wife, Pat Stevenson.
Hi, I want to thank you guys for your dedication to the school and to the graduates and your persistence in keeping us together. Thank you for having me and inviting me. I appreciate it.
Okay, next we have Ali Kelly, class of 66, and his wife, Miss Brenda Kelly.
I want to thank you all for honoring the widows, and it has really been a pleasure coming out to just be with the group. Thank you.
You're welcome. Zolly Scales, class of 65, and his wife, Miss Annie Scales.
Good morning. My name is Annie Scales, and I'm the widow of Zolly Scales, the late Zolly Scales III. And I just want to say thank you to Jack Yates and Mr. Ronnie Branch for inviting us widows here to help celebrate and honor our deceased husbands. Thanks again for having us, and you all have a blessed night.
Okay, last we have Byron Taylor, class of 63, and his wife, Miss Leanna Taylor.
Hello, I'm happy to be here honoring my husband, Byron Taylor. He was such an inspiration in my life, my partner, my confidant, my everything, and I truly miss him. Thank you.
Pete Griffin, year of 61.
Donald Ray Burns, class of 61.
Jerome Popcorn Mitchell, class of 1961. Hello there, Skull Harvey. This is Popcorn sending you a text message all the way to Arkansas. Happy Memorial Day and happy Veterans Day, man. Booty got me talking bad. He threatened me over here, man.
My name is Noble Alex. I'm class of 1961.
I'm Kevin Alex, son of Noble Alex, class of 61 January, and I finished at Ross Sterling, class of 88.
Okay, I'm Dr. Ron Johnson. I was principal at Jack Yates High School from 1990 to 95. Although I never attended Jack Yates High School, my family has a long history at Jack Yates High School. My grandfather was the first band director in 1926 at Jack Yates High School. My dad, the late Conrad Johnson, was the band director there in 1946. Both my mom and my dad attended Yates. 63.
My name is Conrad Johnson, Jr. I graduated from Casual in class of 1959.
Okay, Robert S. Jackson, class of 60, Vietnam veteran. Happy Veterans Day to everybody.
My name is Judge Green, class of 1955, the Big JY.
I'm Dr. Sam Hughes, class of 1963, one of the best class to ever come out of the JY.
Melvin Huckabee, class of 1954.
Jonathan Howard, class of 2008.
Yes, sir. Young Jack,
A 10-year reunion, man.
All right.
10 years in the game. 10 years in the game, man. 10-year reunion.
Adele Johnson, class of 1962.
John Clifton Owens, I graduated in 1967.
Hampton, 1963 class.
Thank you.
Matt DuPont, class of 66.
All right. What year?
Class of 66.
Larry Phoenix, class of 73.
Robert Dillon, class of 1972.
Thomas Wynn, 1973.
All right.
Fletcher, 1973.
Fred Bailey, class of 1974.
Bruce Walker, class 1972.
Jimmy Duffield, class of 73. All right, I'm the man. Keith Roy, class of 72. JY, all the way.
John Paul Roy, class of 86.
All right, Kevin Phillips, class of 1987.
Grady Cabinets, I finished Yates in 1965.
Class Richard McCoy, class of 66.
Clarence Cooper, class of 65.
Watson, class of 65.
Who?
Robert Watson.
No, Robert. You know, Bro Dick.
Bro Dick, class of 65.
Willie Williams, class of 1965.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Eugene Farouk, a.k.a. Eugene Mitchell, class of 1963.
Wilbur Parker, I finished in 1967.
James Howard, class of 1972.
All right.
William Wright, class of 69.
Marcus the Boss Brooks, class of 91, baby.
Maurice Hobson, the class of 1987.
Class of 2016. Maurice Hobson, class of 2016.
Marcus Brooks, 1991, baby.
Hey, Eric Ward, class of 89.
Eric Garrett, class of 86.
Bill Donovan, class of 62. Claudel Garrett, class of 61.
Elliot Gould, class of 64. I'm Bobby Blue. I finished in 1962.
Clinton Square, January 66.
Roland Cotton, Jack Yates. 1968, Roland Cotton.
Jerry, I would really appreciate you being here with me, sharing this time with me. It's valuable. I really appreciate it. And for all our Facebook family out there, Jerry, you know, we got these Facebook pages. You know, we got Jack Yates Men's, Jack Yates Men 2, Jack Yates the Fabulous 50s, and Jack Yates the Roaring 60s.
Right. You know, and it's a beautiful thing, man, you know, to have all the groups and try to keep in touch with each other. I think it's a great thing.
And you know, as we sit here, we'd like to give a lot of prayers out to Danny Armstrong out there in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Right, it's so good seeing Danny. He was in town here in Houston about 3 weeks ago, I think, and he stopped by the house, and we had a nice time. You came with